Do you know who runs most of the puppy mills in, like, at least the northeast of America?
Who?
The fucking Amish. We got to fight them from the inside. How well
we
can you
have to?
grow mutton chops?
Not well. It'll take me a bit, man.
Welcome to Shower Party
Welcome.
episode 14.
Woohoo!
I'm Liam Salvage.
I'm Brandon. I'm happy to be here on episode 14.
We're just having a gay old time on episode 14.
Yeah, I've always been gay. My whole life.
First, actually, we're not going to start with the news this time. We have an apology to make.
We do, actually. We do.
And I have a written apology in my notes app. So, we want to apologize for last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Saying turkeys can't fly was incorrect.
We were wrong.
They can fly. And that being said, a lot of turkeys have commented on the last episode with unsavory words.
They have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we are going to talk to the federal government and ask that we no longer pardon turkeys for Thanksgiving. The only good turkey is a dead turkey.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think instead we should have one turkey that we publicly slaughter for Thanksgiving.
Get a guillotine out, a mini guillotine for a tiny little turkey, baby turkey. And
make sure it's a baby turkey, yeah.
And
we got to go for their bloodline.
And we have a bunch of adult turkeys watching us slaughter the baby turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And we let them know if they try to fly anymore, that they're all going to be going.
Yeah. They should be flightless birds.
Yeah, they're too fat.
Yeah, they honestly. Well, actually, did you know turkeys are the largest breasted game birds?
Wow.
I think that's why they're so
They
big.
got some big titties.
They got the big titties, man. So we got to keep those on the ground where I can touch them.
On second thought, we might not want to kill these turkeys.
Actually,
I think I
I
might
want to keep them around.
go grope something at a farm.
Hey, that's fucked up.
But
Bestiality.
they can't fly away. Who are they going to tell?
Not the Amish.
No one will believe a turkey.
What are they going to do? Call the
Wait,
police?
yeah, come on.
Stupid turkeys.
They
They can't
can't use
even
a
use a
phone.
phone.
All right,
Yeah.
now that we got that out of the way, we're into the news.
Breaking news.
A manhunt is underway for 2 suspects in connection with a mass stabbing that left 10 dead in Canada. Most stabbings happen with a knife, but this one, a gun.
What? Okay, yeah. I'm digging that one. Sure.
He had a gun, he just taped a knife to the end.
Which, he's making a noise for himself.
Pew.
Pow, pow, pow. No, don't make me laugh at that.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
sad.
you're the one that laughed.
I am the one that laughed.
Yeah, we don't know those people.
Okay. I think we're gonna go back to I'm not gonna say like fucked up things anymore.
But I
And
will.
I'm gonna go back to being surprised and being like, oh,
Yeah.
Liam, you can't say that.
Well, you can't laugh at an individual, but you can laugh at a group. That's my
That's so
mentality.
true. That's so true.
I'm not saying a name.
If one person dies and you're laughing specifically at their death, that's
fucked up.
Yeah.
Bed Bath & Beyond CEO jumps 18 stories to his death. To be fair, he was going down with the ship.
Right as we, right after, man. Yeah, that's fucked up. We can't joke about an individual person's death. This guy fucking jumped off a building. God damn it.
I mean, if you owned Bed Bath & Beyond,
I
this seems like the only way out at this point.
I don't blame the guy, you know?
Their peak was when they were in the movie Click.
I think so, yeah.
When they're like, hey, we do have a Beyond section.
See, I would always get Bed Bath & Beyond confused with Bath & Body Works.
Yeah.
I'll go to Bath & Body Works for like their shampoo. They got some nice scents.
Yeah.
I'm a spoiled guy. I gotta go to Bath & Body Works for mine.
I got that dry skin. I got to get that that moisturizing stuff, and Bath & Body Works doesn't cut the bill.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Do
fair.
you think the CEO was trying to find Beyond?
He's like, I've got the bed, I've got the bath. I must go beyond.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
And his wife's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. We got that out.
Cut it out. Cut it.
I only say that when I want something left in.
Oh, fuck
All
me.
right, but that's seriously, that's sad. Suicide's no joke.
It is. They changed the hotline, so if you have the old number, make sure to get the new one.
That's true. I don't remember that.
I
anymore, but
I don't know the old
they
one.
just changed it. You can't blame me. You know.
You can look up Logic song, and then they probably, push you to the new number at this point.
Here, I'm gonna look up the new number. Do you have one more?
I have a couple
Just-
more,
okay,
actually.
yeah.
These are all death related. I was on a real kick. So, do you want to do the
God.
suicide hotline before I do more? Of
It's
these?
988 now.
988.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
That's yeah.
The hotline's 988. It's easier.
What was the
It's
old
faster. Real long. It was a 1-800 number.
one? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
You had to really want to
988
call
is-
it. You couldn't.
They really had to
accidentally
drill
call
it in your head. Yeah. Like I'll accidentally dial 988.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
two little, like one button tap and then a little movement and two more.
Right,
That one's
yeah.
easy. But
That's
you had to.
basically-
They weren't saving anyone. You had to really want to call that number.
yeah.
It should be like 2.
Make it one number. That's all you need to dial.
So a small plane crashed in waters near Seattle, leaving 1 dead and 9 missing. This begs the question: what characterizes a plane as small? 3 is company, but 10 is a large amount of deaths.
I love that this begs the question. How how small is a small airplane? What the fuck?
I mean, 10 is a lot to be dead. That's a pretty big plane if you ask me.
But that's all the passengers that we're on?
Yes.
Yeah,
And the
that's a
pilot.
small plane.
Yeah.
Can only fit 10 people on there. If you think Spirit's small,
10's a lot of deaths, wouldn't you say?
I would say 10's a lot.
So
You know what? I would say 1's a lot. I would
one,
say 1 is
I would-
too much.
I would actually consider 1 just enough.
I don't- I
People
don't think
die.
I don't
People
think
die
you
all
can
the
say that.
time.
I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can.
At that point, it's the pilot's fault. He's the only one that went down with the ship. Okay. Here's another one.
Breaking news.
Mass shooting in South Carolina leaves at least 2 dead and 10 injured. Now, if 10 is small plane, can we really characterize only 12 as a mass shooting? We really need to decide as a country our number policy.
Fuck you.
I mean, if 10's a small plane and 12 in a mass shooting is a mass shooting. That's a mass plane.
That's a mass plane,
Yeah.
dude.
It'd be massive in that definition.
Can't you classify mass shooting even if nobody dies? If,
Yeah, that's
two
why
people can
only
get
2.
shot and live, and it's a mass shooting.
I think it's more than 2.
Okay, so 3.
I think 3 is a mass shooting.
Yeah, I think 3, and you can just say mass shooting.
3's a crowd, so.
I do think there's a big issue, media-wise, with the way that we utilize language in order to talk about
Yeah.
tragedies and stuff like that.
Because they talked about this plane as if it was insignificant, And then they
Yeah.
said this mass shooting.
And then this mass shooting,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, 12 people.
I would consider.
Don't call it a mass shooting, but it's still bad.
See, I would go the other way and say that is a large plane, not a small plane.
That's not a large plane.
10 people is a
Pull
lot.
up a picture of a plane that holds 10 people. That's small.
It's like a private jet. A private jet can only have 10 people on it,
Yeah, but that's a private jet, You buy a private jet, you're
Those are
loaded
small.
with money. You're going to have, a bartender on there. You're going to have plenty of leg
Yeah,
room.
2 pilots, 2 stewardesses,
Mhm.
and then 6 people.
Yeah.
That's a small plane.
Uh,
I mean, that's a large. Wait,
You
I
just-
forget
yeah,
which
you
way I
just
was going
said-
now.
You forgot which side you were taking.
Here's another plane-related joke.
Great.
Delta told a father he had left his child at the airport for a week. If you wanted to be remembered by your parents, try picking up a talent, or at least be interesting.
Holy,
He left his kid at the airport for a week.
that's so fucked up. Do you think it even hit him
No,
a
he
single
was like-
time?
He was probably like, I wonder where he is, at least once. He was making dinner. He's like, why am I making a meal for 2? I'm the only
He's
one
like,
here.
I'm the only one who lives here.
Yeah.
What's all this stuff in the guest bedroom?
Do I play with blocks? Legos, I guess, are kind of cool.
I didn't think I liked them, but this is kind of fun.
He was like, Cocoa Melon's on my most watched list on Netflix. Who did that? Does someone have my password?
He's just eating his dinner. He puts it on and he's like, wow, I could see myself getting into this.
Do you think it was more like a split custody situation where the mom sent the kid in the airport and the dad just forgot to pick him up?
Yeah, I imagine it was a situation similar to that where I think the dad was like, hey, the kid's with his mom, was
Yeah.
probably what he thought.
Now, what do they do with the kid for a week? Does he just join TSA? He starts giving pat downs.
I don't know. How did they entertain him for that long?
Yeah, I mean,
They just kept him at the airport.
I mean, the headline was they had left his child at the airport for a
Mhm.
week, which means he didn't go to like protective custody. He didn't go
No.
anywhere. He was at the airport for a whole week.
Right.
So was he just like?
It probably took them a while to for the kid to even say anything and for like them to realize that this kid is like parentless. Like he's just kind of waltzing around the airport,
Picking up food out of the trash and hanging out with the birds that
He's
go into
going-
the terminal.
going goblin mode, foraging in the garbage.
I don't know. And that was all of them. That's all that's news. Now,
Great. Anything else is old.
That was a good one. I like that. That was a good.
Yeah,
That was a
thanks.
good little thing.
Oh yeah.
So, do you want to start with Leonardo Dicaprio?
Oh yeah. Let's talk about our boy Leo.
Leo's been on a tear. He's going
actually-
goblin mode.
I'm a Leo. Did you know that?
Oh wow.
That means that I'm cool like Leonardo
Yeah.
Prio.
Yeah. Do you also like 25-year-old women?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Preferably younger.
the trick is we're not 25 yet, so that they're older than us right now, and
Mhm.
then we break up with them while they are older women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's more, we can do that at our age.
We can. Yeah.
Yeah. So you should
But
start dating
Leo-
a 24-year-old.
Leo, he hits them until they're 25, and then he's out.
Yeah.
Man. He's gone.
Which is quite an odd move. His longest relationship was when he was 28, 29, and he
Mhm.
dated an 18-year-old. Pretty sketchy right there.
What, 10-year difference? That's nothing. Bro. That's
Fresh out of high school?
Dude, I knew this one couple. They were 30 years apart. Like, it doesn't matter.
But his longest relationship was when he was like 27, 28, 29, something like that. And she was 18. They
Mm.
dated for 7 years until she turned 25, and he was like 34.
And he's like, damn, that's way too old, you
Yeah.
ugly bag.
Well, the other story about DiCaprio is that he puts on headphones, like noise-canceling headphones, and
Mhm.
looks into a mirror as he fucks.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even want the woman for her being young. Like, he just wants her
Well,
as like
I guess you could say it's not like he's looking for, like, the young, hot woman to, like, stare at while having sex. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's already going to be looking at himself.
yeah.
Maybe he's just going for the tight vagine, you know? Maybe that's all he's looking for. Right?
There was a funny tweet where it said, now that Leonardo DiCaprio has broken up with his girlfriend,
Mhm.
the white smoke has been flared out at North Hollywood High School, signifying that he's looking for another partner.
Nice. Good move, pal. Get him fresh out of high school.
Even at 22, I don't even know where you would go to find like an
Yeah.
18-year-old. I don't find myself in a scenario where I'm around 18-year-olds ever.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
when you're like a 47-year-old man,
Mhm.
how do you find them? You have to be just like chilling around high schools.
I mean, you've got to be. I imagine like as him being Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
he could go and do like he's stopping at the high school to like talk to the kids.
He's
you
doing
know,
the
and be like,
valedictorian speech.
yeah, something like that, and then he just meets one girl there. He's like, hey, like you're gonna meet up with me after I'm done with my speech here. I got a couple of tips to tell you about the real world, kid, you know.
Do you think he waits for after graduation, or do you think he hits them while they turn 18?
I don't think he cares.
Yeah, I
either
mean,
way,
if
you
you're
know?
searching for 18, a
Mhm.
couple of them are slipping in that are definitely younger than 18. Like,
yeah,
you,
for sure.
you can't like, oh shit, you know,
Oh man, this one was 17. You know,
a
like,
couple of those had to have slipped in.
Did he go to the island anyway?
Epstein's?
Is he a pedo?
I mean, he's got. If you're dating
He's going for
18-year-olds,
18-year-olds, so I'm imagining.
a couple of them slipped in. I
I'm
mean,
imagining.
come on.
right?
he's already partying out with a 22-year-old woman
Mhm.
after his breakup like last week,
Yeah, yeah.
which
22 is better than 18.
that is. I'll give him a little. That's better than.
He'll get 3 years out of her. You know.
He really should have thrown everybody for a loop because it's been like 25. They break up every time.
Mm-hmm.
He should date like a 60-year-old. Just.
Just throw
Just
one of them
once.
in there.
Just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the? What song do you think he listens to when he's doing the deed?
Oh my gosh, have you seen the TikTok thing about the guy who
Oh,
listens to the song?
yes, I have.
I was that one.
You think
obviously,
it's
was my
that one?
answer. Yeah. It was him. That was Leo's post.
It'd be cool if it was
Oh,
like
man.
Mr. Brightside by the Killers
That'd be sick. I like that
or
choice.
MGMT Electric Feel. Electric Feel.
You think it's just one song on repeat, or do you think he's got a whole playlist?
I hope it's one song. Maybe like the Titanic theme. He's like, this is where I fucking peaked. This is
Yeah.
it's Celine Dion.
Dude, what's the? I imagine him listening to like some ELO, you know, like you've heard "Evil Woman," you know.
Oh, sing it.
Evil woman. You know that one? Electric Light Orchestra. Yeah.
Wait, what's the one that you were gonna play at your funeral? The
Oh fuck.
it was like the people that also had Freeze Frame, wasn't it?
Yeah. Jay Giles Band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What song was it?
Centerfold.
Yeah.
Angel in the Centerfold.
Go ahead, sing that one too.
I'm not gonna sing that
Sing
one.
that. Come on.
No, I'm
Come
not
on,
gonna
just do
sing
it. I forget how it goes. You gotta remind me.
I forget too.
Just say the lyrics.
That's the thing, you know. Like, so like that's my angel in the centerfold, you know, something about that, right?
Now do the beat a little bit.
My blood runs cold.
Centerfold.
Something about his dream has been sold. Angel in the centerfold. Yeah,
That'd be a good one.
that would be. Yeah. Oh,
Just an absolute banger that you can go like this and like do a little rodeo action.
hits him with the lasso. Yes, sir.
Eyes closed, just feeling it.
Have you watched? I think it's Cody Ko's new video. He talks about. It's one of those stupid dating shows. I think it's
F-Boy Island.
F-Boy Island.
Yeah.
Did you see the part of them? They had to do like a catwalk up to the
No.
girls.
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, okay. Well, do you know the premise of their show?
Yeah,
at all?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nikki
So they got all
Glazer
those-
hosts it.
Yeah,
She's
they got all
comedian.
the guys there.
Yeah.
So every single one of the guys for like the 3 girls or however many it is, they had to like do a catwalk up to them and then
Mhm.
like do a little something just to like show themselves off. Like that was their initial like first meeting, you know?
Mhm.
And like Cody showed like it had to be like 10 clips of like 10 different guys doing a little lasso move and like pulling themselves in. it was fucking
That's
sad,
the only
man.
move guys know.
It
It's
was
like a
sad.
cowhawk.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like you already saw these other guys do it. Like come up with something, man.
Does one of them hit the fishing line too? Where they go?
There was a fishing line. There was.
That's the 2 moves you can go for.
It's either a lasso or fishing, you know?
See, I would have asked someone to have with a really long cane to to pull me, like one of those old
The little
timey,
whoop.
yeah,
yeah.
the old timey plays where they just yank them out. How much we got in the budget? We got enough for one of those long canes?
I think we can get one of those long gains. Yeah.
We need one of those for the show.
How much do those run? Like it
They're
can't be
big.
that much.
They're big canes.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like well crafted, you know?
This is true.
It could just be a shitty
It
cane.
could be
you
a
know?
stick with a hook on the end.
Yeah, it's just
We
it's
can
just
make
a piece
this.
of wood, man.
We need one of those.
Yeah.
That's the
But-
next part in our budget.
Yeah, for sure. I think as a man, I can only do dance moves that are manly activities, like lassoing cows or like horses and fishing. I go fishing all the time, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Fishing for 18-year-old girls.
I'm surprised that, like, I guess because he's been around so long that the movie industry doesn't really care. But I'm surprised that, like, he hasn't gotten backlash.
Yeah, I don't think many people care because it's Leo, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you think about all the female fans that Leo has
But he's-
just because he's done Titanic.
He's had
It's insane.
ever since Revenant, was that the bear one?
Yeah.
Ever since then, he's had a hard fall off on his attractiveness.
Was he?
He's gotten
Was
pudgy.
he Revenant?
I'm going to objectify a man here real quick.
Yeah,
He's gotten
objectifying.
pudgy. He's gotten, like, kind of his face is sagging, you know? He's not,
Okay.
like, his face is getting wider, too. He's not, like, the same handsome man that you've seen in Titanic.
This is true, but the thing is,
And his hair is kind of dumb, the way he slicks it over.
he's allowed to be pudgy and ugly
Okay, that's
You know?
fair.
because he used to be hot and he's
Yeah.
got money.
I guess that's fair. All the women that are 18 can look up pictures of him when he was 18 and just hope for that.
Yeah,
Just imagine
yeah.
it.
They could just close their eyes.
They
It's
put
not
on
like he's
headphones,
looking at it. Yeah, that'd be his perfect girl.
Yeah.
Is like she puts on the headphones, Titanic theme, or like she just holds up her phone with a picture of like young Leo. You know,
Oh.
he's just staring in the mirror. He doesn't fucking care.
Really, what he really needs to do is just find another old lady predator that they can just bond over. Like, they both want the same thing. Like, headphones on, eyes closed,
Yeah,
reflection of themselves. That's what he needs to find.
I think that is what he needs to find.
Yeah.
And then they both find girls like together, right? They just tag team
And
up with
then
their
they
headphones on.
they own an island, and then they just
Yeah,
like get
right,
big
right.
celebrities to go there and politicians, and then
And they all just have a good time there.
yeah,
Like,
they just hang
do
out with the
whatever. They
staff.
just hang over, you know?
They're like Trumpy. He said he just hangs out with the staff. Like,
Yeah. Because we all know how much Trump loves the staff anywhere. Any hired hand, he loves them. You know?
he loves the help, as he calls them.
God.
Speaking
Oh,
of presidents, Biden said probably the funniest thing that he said in his
he's ever
presidency
said.
to date.
Mm-hmm,
He had a heckler at one of his rallies, or I guess they're not rallies, speech.
one of his rallies. Okay,
They call
a
Trump's
speech.
rallies, but he's not going for election yet, so they're not.
Yeah.
It's not a rally technically. It's a
The-
speech.
Didn't he? Did he call them rallies, or do we call them rallies just because the whatever?
Everybody does, because that's I think they're like even before him they were called rallies.
Okay, yeah.
I think
I think it just has a negative connotation because whatever the January
like Klan
6th,
rallies.
whatever it was,
That's
the
the
Klan rally
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
But Biden had a heckler. Comedian destroys heckler. Am I right?
President completely owns heckler.
But he said everybody's entitled to be an idiot. Which this is like, there's two layers to this because he is very dumb.
Oh,
So for
100%, yeah.
calling someone else an idiot is very funny for him. And two, just that coming out of his mouth off on the cuff, you know.
Right. The fact that he actually formed that thought in his head, slightly impressive, honestly.
He wasn't quite sundowning yet. He was,
Yeah.
dementia hasn't kicked in for the night.
Have you seen the clip of him where he like I forget, he was at some conference, but he has his piece of paper and he accidentally like flips it over and it's his instructions for the entire meeting. It's like walk over, sit down, this person's gonna speak, you give your thing, like thank everybody, walk out.
Yeah.
Like it was a like bullet pointed list of like here's exactly what you need to do.
He's one step away of just like having the string tied around his fingers so he doesn't forget. He's like, I have something to do.
You know, they might as well just like tie strings on all his fingers and marionette him around at this point, you know. He might honestly move better that way.
You might. Did you see where I forget what the film company is, but it's like right wing film company that
Okay.
made like a biopic about Hunter Biden?
No.
Dude, they made him look cool as fuck.
Did they?
He's looking cool as hell in this movie.
What?
Like, it was supposed to be like a slam piece on Biden and Hunter, but they made him like
But they made him fucking radical.
yes, they made him like cool as hell. Biden always has sunglasses on, and he has like this
Let's
deep
go.
raspy voice, and he's kind of like buffer than Joe Biden in real life.
Let's go.
And then Hunter, they just have like in a trailer, just a compilation of him doing cool drugs and like with hot ladies.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
They made Hunter Biden the most Chad like character that you've ever seen.
And it's like, how do you unintentionally do that, you know?
It's like cool music too.
The goal wasn't to make him look cool, but they fucking pulled it off,
Yeah.
you know?
And then,
Any drug doing sequence, you're like, that guy's fucking cool.
yeah, they even had one of those cool pupil dilating scenes where he like took Molly or something, and his
And you
pupils went.
see the-
"Zhoo." Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, it's a lot sadder. He's doing crystal meth on a pipe with a woman right across from him.
It is so much sadder in real life,
Yeah.
but in movies, they make it look so fucking cool. Like, it's unbelievable how cool. Like, they got the music going, he fucking bumps a line, and they're fucking, like, jamming in the
Yeah.
club. No, it's sad in real life. Like, just look at the aftermath one morning. That's sad, yeah.
It is wild. I think I might have to get a subscription to that movie service
For
just to
sure.
watch that movie.
Right. I mean, if it ends up being good,
I don't know if
and it
it
was
is
worth
good.
it for all the sick scenes with Hunter Biden, just might as well watch some more stuff on there, right?
Hopefully, this is what I can hope for: full frontal, full
Oh,
nudie
shit.
sex scene.
That'd be sick.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a piece just like slamming on him, but they make him look cool as fuck. There's a full porno scene at the end. They're like, he's a bad guy. He did some fucked up things.
It's basically just the Wolf of Wall Street, but being Joe Biden's son.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, I already won the stock market being born into this family. I mean, well, I'm going to live life on the lane.
Live like Larry, man. That's kind of sick.
It is very sick.
All right.
What you got?
So this is an old thing, but it was brought up. I forget why I thought of it, why we like brought it up, you know. But this was back in 2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was because we were looking at the Scenes from a Hat Reddit page.
Yeah,
Something about Nazis on there, right? So it made me think. The headline for this is: For weeks, he trained a dog to do a Nazi salute. The man was just convicted of a hate crime. But the best part, first of all, his name is Mark Meechan, which I'm pretty sure I saw this on 4chan, so I just find that amusing, you know?
That is amusing.
But it's not even his dog. It's his girlfriend's dog, Buddha. And he said...
He's like, no, it's a Buddhist symbol.
It means, like, love and prosperity for all, man. But this quote is, "My girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is," he said in his Scottish brogue. And so I thought I would turn him into the least cute thing I could think of, which is a Nazi. Yeah, and apparently, like, there's a video of him asking the dog over and over, "Buddha, do you want to guess the Jews?" And I think that was, like, the command for him doing the...
That was when he put his paw up.
Yeah. Which is fucked up, but at the end of the day, like, they should arrest the dog, man.
Put him in the pound.
Put him in the pound, dude. Because they'll execute those motherfuckers.
The pound is kind of like a concentration camp for dogs.
Shit. It is, man. Once you're, like, too old and useless, you're, like, decrepit from sitting in a cage, then they just take you out back.
The unwanted dogs are put in there, too. Like, the ones that aren't the right breed.
Right. Or the disabled ones, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just...
That's so fucked.
Damn, World War III is going to be over the dog pounds.
I think so,
These
man.
puppies are getting the brunt of it.
We got to make some changes, honestly, to dog pound policy. Yeah. Would you ever adopt from a pound?
No, I'm going to get a disgusting dog like that.
Wow, man. Yeah, you could give it a bath.
Yeah, I'll give it a shower.
Because it's the shower party.
Yeah,
right? That's why you're laughing.
That's fine. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It was just a shower thought I had.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure. But yeah, like, I do kind of hate the people that are like, "Oh my gosh, like, why'd you buy this, like, purebred dog when you could have gotten one from a pound?" You know, there's so many dogs out there that, like, need good homes and everything. I'm like, honestly, who cares, right? Like, you can't convince them to get a dog they don't want, you know?
Yeah.
Not like they're going to take care of the ugly dog, the disgusting pound dog.
There's a little catch-22 here. If you get a dog from the pound, that's one breeded dog that's not getting, and it's just going to go to the pound, you know? So it's going to be an endless cycle for these purebred dogs.
Wait, what do you mean?
So everybody gets dogs from the pound. What about all these dogs that have already been bred and are, like, you know, full-bred golden retrievers? Where do they go?
I think there are probably too many dogs.
Yeah, you might
First
be
of all,
right.
like, I don't think people want that many dogs.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder how many dogs per person there is in America.
It's got to be less than one.
You think?
Because even with people with multiple dogs.
Yeah.
I
no,
don't
there's
think...
the strays is like...
Yeah, but how do you count the amount of strays, right?
You can
Like,
put out a survey.
Tag 'em? Put out a survey. It'll take a tab and call you.
There's 89.7 million dogs in the United States, according to a pet owner survey. There's approximately 89.7 million dogs owned in the United States.
Which, heavy on the approximately, because it was a survey, so
Yeah.
not positive. But
This is in 2017, but this is only owned dogs. So there's got to be, like,
Right.
what, 100 million dogs total? Maybe more? So that's
for a generalization, sure.
Yeah, for every
We
3
can go
people,
with
there's one dog in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big number.
That is. That's honestly, that might be more than I was expecting.
Yeah.
You know, I was guessing more like 50%.
So we can get rid of, like, 6 million of them.
That's fucked up. You can't say that. You can't just
I thought we
say
were
that.
going on this whole...
Liam, you can't say that.
I thought we were pro dog, and we're gonna fight the World War III over the.
Wait, so you're saying we're gonna kill 6 million people?
No, people are killing 6 million dogs, and then.
Yeah, I'm on the dog side.
Yeah, me too. We gotta fight.
Okay, I thought you were advocating for killing 6 million dogs.
No, we gotta fight these dog catchers.
But honestly, like, regardless of the numbers, 6,600,000, it's still bad. Classic.
These dog catchers are moving up the Reichs, and I can't handle it. I went too far with that one. It was too on the nose. It was too on the puppy nose.
Just stop. Just don't.
It's all right. It's like kibble out here for me.
Okay. You want to gear up for one more?
You're just trying to put me on a leash.
Yep. Last one.
Leashes are like the trains.
Okay.
And then the dog pounds are like the camps. It's
Right.
really bad for these dogs.
That's what we've been saying. Yeah, it's bad.
That's
for
what I've
the
been saying
dogs.
the entire time, Brandon.
It's bad for the dogs, man. Okay, but back to like the original point here. Like, even if everybody bought pound dogs, I'm pretty sure people would still buy purebred dogs because they're like, these.
Yeah.
I don't know, because people like are always like, oh my gosh, like I want a golden doodle. Or, like,
Yeah. The ugly
even if they're
ones.
like mixes like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like so many white bitches want golden doodles, man.
You know who's partly to blame?
Who?
Do you know who runs most of the puppy mills in, like, at least the northeast of America?
Who?
The fucking Amish. I'm
No,
not even
they
lying
don't.
about this. Yes.
No, they don't.
They run puppy mills.
Are you fucking kidding
Yeah.
me? That's
You don't see videos of it, of course.
Jesus. Fuck, I can't believe
Yeah.
this.
Amish are
honestly.
big exporters of dogs, like purebred dogs.
I thought that we were developing like a new enemy, right?
Oh,
A new-
dogs? I mean,
No, like the pounds.
yeah, pounds.
Whose side are you on?
It's a internal struggle. My dad was a dog breeder.
Goddamn. Whatever. Like, I'm against the dog pounds, the dog mills. You know, I'm against all of it, right? Dogs
Yeah,
are being
yeah.
treated fairly, right? So I thought we had a new enemy besides the Amish, but it turns out it's still just them.
They're in
again.
cahoots.
They're in cahoots, man.
The Amish and the dog catchers are hand in hand.
They are, man. They are.
We got to fight them from the inside. How well
we
can you
have to?
grow mutton chops?
Not well. It'll take me a bit, man.
How
you
well?
could probably do it.
How good are you at walking on all fours? How about that? Is that better for you?
I think I would play the role of dog better than the role of Amish man.
I'll be Amish, man. You be a guy in the puppy mill.
Yeah. We'd have to make a pretty realistic costume, you know.
Yeah.
I'll have the mannerisms down. Well, wait, am I
Well,
gonna
we
be?
can practice in public. I'll put like a leash on
God,
you and
stop. Am I already gonna be trained by the time we infiltrate?
Do you think, I mean, purebreds, should it be potty trained, or you're in a puppy mill, so you're going to be shitting yourself anyway?
Dude, honestly, that'd be kind of tight. I could just piss and shit wherever I want, you know?
On anything you want?
Yeah.
It is fun.
I get to choose if it's going to be like patch of grass, some mulch, maybe I pee on a tree today.
You can be a fire hydrant. You can go
I
for
could
that.
be on a fire hydrant. That's a
Yeah.
fan favorite right there.
Yeah.
You know?
It's classic.
And dogs love the
Or is
fire
that
hydrants.
stereotyping dogs?
I think that is. Actually, I'm going to need you to take that back.
We don't all like fire hydrants.
Just because you've seen a couple of them do it doesn't mean that all of the dogs do it, okay?
What kind of dog are you going to be? Do we take one of those BuzzFeed tests to see what dog you're going to
Yeah, actually, can I do that?
Yeah. We can
On the
read
pod right now?
the questions out loud like that.
Yeah, what type of dog?
Damn, this one's going to be a fun title, this podcast. Should it be like dogs are Jews, or should it be
Dogs are Jews.
or
I don't know
dogs
if
are
that's
the new
gonna
Jews?
I don't know if that's gonna help with the angry comments or
Yeah.
getting people to click on the video.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even.
Is that a good title for people to go
I don't
and click
know,
on the video?
honestly. It's kind of
Dogs are Jews? Question marks?
Question
All caps.
like, and I put a dog with a yarmulke on.
That's it. You gotta do that. You gotta do that.
We actually did, before you take the test, we had one more comment on the Amish that we didn't say on the pod.
Oh, did we?
It was on the YouTube short, and it said, well, I'm sure this is going to be a successful show with two geniuses like you making conversation.
Well, yeah, you know what? At least we're geniuses, you fucking dunce.
Yeah.
What's
We
his name?
It's a YouTube, so it's just like his channel name.
Yeah.
I Spartacus.
I Spartacus? Fuck you.
At least we're geniuses. Maybe not the type you want. Sorry,
What
we're
type does he-
comedic genius.
Yeah, we are comedic geniuses, actually.
Did you hear that timing in the beginning of the show where we said we shouldn't talk about one person dying, and then I did immediately after?
That was peak comedy, right? That was a comedy genius move.
You can't learn that kind of time.
It's just you were born with it, honestly. I don't get why people are so heated.
I don't know. It's all white people too.
That's the part that pisses me off. White people have such like a savior complex, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh my gosh, I gotta save the Amish.
I think it's just more like he's one of us. I think,
This is one of my people.
they're white. That we should be protecting them boys. No, they're the worst ones.
These are the worst whites you can find. I was gonna.
No,
I'm not gonna. I'm back to good guy. I can't say it. All right.
I don't even know what you were gonna say. Just hold it in. You can tell me.
Me saying I shouldn't say that means I should not say that. You know, considering the shit that I do occasionally say. You know. All right. So
You got to read these out loud.
yeah, BuzzFeed quiz. It's Friday night. What are your plans? All caps. Party time. A quick nightcap. Sitting at home. Another OK Cupid date.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
that's got to be the worst answer I've ever heard. Netflix binge, clubbing. Isn't that the same as party time? Dinner with your fab friends. God. Snoozing or a hot photo shoot.
You're a big photo shoot guy, aren't you?
Not at all. I am not a photo shoot guy. I'm advocating for either snoozing, a quick nightcap.
Go nightcap, you lush. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go nightcap. That fits the bill for sure. How would you describe your body? Small and athletic, tall, very thin. You got to answer this one for me. So very thin, Jersey Shore's Pauly D, thick, muscular, perfect, short and curvy. I literally never think about this.
Wait, let me see
This is
the
the
answers.
last
Let me see this one. I'm gonna say thick.
Thick and curvy?
No, just thick.
Oh.
It was short and
Oh,
curvy.
short and curvy. You're
Yeah.
really gonna tell me I'm thick?
Yeah.
Is that your honest answer?
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to do tall?
I don't think I'm thick though.
Do you want me to do tall instead?
I don't think I'm thick, man. I can't change
Get a good
the
pump
answer.
going. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get a pug now.
Probably. Pick a color. This one doesn't really matter. I'm gonna pick light blue. Whatever. What would the name of your memoir be?
Oh fuck! That was the first time I farted on the pod and I didn't put it in the mic.
Damn it! I barely even heard it.
Damn it!
Like if you just didn't say anything, I probably thought I was like the couch.
I wanted to put it in the mic.
Yeah, I just dropped the mic down. Get in there. Yeah. What's the name of my memoir? Just Friends, a love story. Eat, love, and eat
Just
more.
friends.
Running in circles. Dat ass. How I learned to love myself. Life of the misunderstood hero. Who? Me? I like that one. Don't
Just
mind if I
Friends, for
do.
sure.
Growing without roots. Just Friends, a love story. I think we got to do that for the sake of the pod, you know? What's your go-to dance move? The shimmy? Twerking? Yeah. Judging everyone from the corner? I don't think that's a dance move. The robot, the cha-cha slide, the shopping cart, aggressive voguing?
Oh, we gotta
Do we
speed this
know-
up. Let's get
Do we know what aggressive
They're
voguing
gonna
is?
start tuning out if we don't make
My
this
bad.
interesting real fast.
Grinding, all about the fist pump. Grinding for sure.
Yeah, just say your answer.
What kind of exercise do I prefer? Probably throwing around a ball. That's my favorite.
Just like a dog.
Pick an author, Albert Camus. Are you familiar with his work?
No.
He's a French philosopher all about existentialism, and he's a piece of shit. Reading his stuff makes me so goddamn depressed. Which pop star do you identify with? Taylor Swift, 100%. We know I'm a Swiftie. I love her so much. What's your
That's a
biggest
real
pet
backtrack from
peeve?
last time.
Dude, what do you mean? I was talking about it all last episode.
I wanted to make a clip
I
of you bad
love
mouthing
T.
Taylor
Swift.
Swift, and I realized how much more hate we would get if I posted that.
Oh yeah. Like I
Yeah.
think that might be one of the worst groups to piss off.
Yeah,
Honestly.
that and K-pop fans.
Fuck K-pop.
I'm gonna clip that.
Wait, what? I take that back. My bad. What's your biggest pet peeve? Being a meanie. I hate when people are meanies. Finally, how would your friends describe you? How would you describe me?
Let me see this real quick.
Okay, how would you describe me as
Needy.
a person? I got a pug.
Did you?
I got a fucking pug.
I might skip through a little bit of that just to make it till we get to the
I didn't think it was that
No,
uninteresting. you
just
know?
when at the beginning when we were like listing everything.
I mean, people like doing these quizzes, you know?
I'll put send me that link and I'll put it in the description. You can take the quiz to see what kind of dog you are and post it in the comments and we can talk about it next week
We can talk about it.
to see if you would be killed at the dog pound.
I'm being killed for sure as a pug.
You can't breathe. It's kind of like the disabled dog.
It is the like trademark disabled dog. I do want to read.
You know they liked putting them down too.
Okay, you need to stop. The description says, sure, sometimes you feel really left out, but you really shouldn't care so much. You are hilarious, we know, and adorable, I know, and completely worthy of the spotlight. It's also okay to be the quiet goofball if you're kind of a pug who's cool with the corner of the room. Yeah, it's told me to keep doing me.
Hell yeah.
That's the pug way, and that's what I'm
Keep
gonna
doing
do.
you, dog.
That's what I'm gonna do, man.
So,
you know?
how are we gonna dress you up like a pug to get you to infiltrate
I
things?
think I gotta be a little bit smaller to be a pug.
You got to gain about 100 pounds too.
Why do I have to?
Or you can stay this size and just be a large pug, but you have to. The pugs are fat. You got to gain a bit of
So you're
weight.
telling me if I'm gonna be this, there's no pug that's 6'1", man.
You're just like the biggest pug ever seen.
It'd be so ugly with my fucking scrunched up face, man.
You'd have to get so many chins that like their
Oh,
neck.
yeah.
You get their neck.
How many do I have?
You got 2. You got to get
so
like
my
5
normal
more.
and then an extra.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't even have 2 fat roll ones, man. I gotta gain so much weight.
You do. All right,
Just-
it's about time to go to shower thoughts if you would like to.
Just put me in a cage and feed me cake all day. You know,
I'll
Call
put
me
you
a-
over there.
call me a bad boy if I don't finish my meal.
I'll beat you when you piss in the cage.
All I can drink is like Dr.
My
Pepper or some
cum.
shit. Okay,
What?
that's fucked up, dude. Don't say that. All
Come
right,
on, you got a bulk, buddy. As I
gotta-
spoon feed you my cum.
You gotta. Ew. That's the grossest like imagery, man. You got a goddamn leash on me in a cage. Yeah, that's
Oh my god.
disgusting. Yeah, we could do some shower thoughts. So just ways to make tennis more exciting.
More
Yeah.
men. Actually,
Yeah, more men. Get more.
tennis should be
men.
real exciting for you now that you have to be a dog.
Ball. Yeah, that's true, but I think it'd make tennis more exciting because, okay, first of all, get rid of the however they count the score.
Yeah, 15 love.
love. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Okay,
Yeah.
it makes no sense. What do you
1 to
win?
2, 2 to 3.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Each one is 1 point.
and then, I forget what you have to win by, but you have to win by like a certain amount, right?
30,
It's like,
right?
or like you have to have a certain amount of gap between your opponent's score
Yeah.
and yours.
It's like
kind
kind
of
of like the win by 2.
ping pong. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, win by 2. So however many you win by, like they usually do like sets of like 3 games or something. I
Mhm.
think I'm not positive. But yeah, like if you win by 2 points, I say they should give the winner a gun with 2 bullets, and then they can just like shoot a body part to get like, an
yeah.
advantage in the next game.
That
you
is
know?
a good idea.
Or maybe the loser gets the gun to get the advantage in the next game.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of like the thing with like volleyball where you have to switch sides in case there's like a sun in the way.
Right. Yeah.
So that, like it's because the sun's in your eyes.
Because stupid bitches be complaining about, oh, the sun was in my eye. You know, like, just close your eyes.
So instead they can like shoot their hand, so they can only use one.
Right. They got to use their offhand.
Yeah.
And if you get 2 shots, just shoot both hands.
Yeah, and then they have to use their mouth.
You just can't shoot him in the head. You could kill him, just not by a headshot, right?
They have to bleed out.
Yeah, they got to bleed out on the court.
I would watch that tennis game.
They get no medical assistance until the game's over, you know?
You gotta lose real fast.
So it's like, if it's just a game to lose the first round,
Yeah.
to shoot the other person, and then draw out the second one as long as possible so they forfeit.
Yeah.
That would be a good time.
That would be.
Yeah. World's worst rap hype men.
Who were Jesus' followers? They were pretty lame.
Is it the 12
The
disciples?
apostles?
12.
Is it apostles or disciples? It's disciples, isn't it?
I think it's disciples.
Yeah. Those guys were
Those
pretty
guys
lame.
were the worst type men.
They were
ever,
just
man.
they were such yes men, and they were just sucking off Jesus.
He just
Any
did
chance.
whatever he wanted, man. Like
Yeah.
thought he was like God's gift to Earth or
Yeah.
something.
They followed him through the desert. Really? I mean, you're being a little needy right now.
Like, get over him, pal. Get over him.
You wrote a whole book about him. That's a lot.
A whole book for this one. Well, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't all about him. It was like half the book was about him. You know,
That's too little. It should have been like a chapter.
which is still like 2,000 pages.
Yeah.
You know. Bad times to say. I'm just here for the ride.
An Uber driver.
Hey, are you Ethan?
You
Yep.
can.
Hey, I'm just here for the ride, guys. You guys can do whatever you want, you know. I feel like anytime that you're actually like taking a ride anywhere is a bad time to say I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah.
You know, like it makes sense if like you're just like out with your friends or something, and like they're like, hey, we should go mini golfing, and you're like, hey, I'm just here for the ride. You know,
Yeah.
that's a good time. But if you're like on a boat and somebody's like, hey, I'm just here for the ride. No shit. You're taking the ride right now.
What are you doing on this plane? I'm here for the ride.
Right. Like, what an asshole response.
Now, is it a small plane? No.
Nobody cares about this fucking small plane. Oh. So yeah, I feel like that's just a dick response,
Yeah.
you know?
We've also resorted to just looking at a subreddit to find our shower thoughts.
Yeah. I'm just reading them off of here today.
Yeah.
No originality in these. I might even go through a couple of comments on
Oh,
one of
okay.
these just to see.
Yeah.
Here's the one that made us think of the original dog was tricks you should never teach your dog, and that was what I thought of was the Nazi salute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Couples
can go, but
activities.
we like went real deep into like the Amish and all that for the
Mhm.
dog thing. We never actually acknowledged. Like, we didn't read the rest of the article of like he was
Of the dog?
arrested.
I don't know how much it says.
I guess we
about,
just
like, his
never
arrest.
acknowledged like exactly how bizarre this was.
I mean, not really. I do think it's crazy funny.
It is such a power move that because obviously they're gonna break up after that, especially since he was arrested for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a crazy power move that dog that's gonna live for like 10 more years.
It can't forget.
It can't forget it.
Never forget.
It can never forget. And if something on the TV accidentally says that phrase, or like she's watching a documentary,
Mm-hmm.
it's just
If anybody says like, I feel like even if you just said Jews,
yeah,
like it would probably do it.
and you're just trying to fetch some orange juice, and it just
Can I
the
get
dog
some
is
orange
just
juice?
sitting
And
in
it's
the
like
corner. Yeah,
like I raised my hand, you know.
yeah, I'm
Doesn't
doing the
count as a
oath.
salute. Everybody raise your right hand. Yeah. Yeah, so on Monday, according to the BBC, Sheriff Derek O'Carroll found Meechan guilty of a charge under the Communications Act because he posted the video on social media and YouTube that it was anti-Semitic and racist in nature.
Oh, he posted the video.
Yeah,
That's
so
even
he
funny.
posted the video. Yeah. It says this court has taken the freedom of expression into consideration, but the right to freedom of expression also comes with responsibility. Okay. So are they going to arrest him?
How many years did he get? Like, is this like a community service thing, or is this like you're doing hard time? Because this is Scotland.
This is Scotland. Also, I want to say another quote of his is after the dog saluted. He said, "Who's a good wee Nazi?"
It is kind of funny too that he felt so jealous of the dog that he felt
Right.
the need to like make this woman hate the dog forever because it's a Nazi.
Yeah, he's like, she talks way too much about this dog. I swear, she loves the dog more than me. I can't let that slide.
It's like having a kid and teaching your kid to hate the Jews.
Yeah.
It's the same concept.
Stop paying attention to the fucking kid. Yeah, so they hauled him off to the jail. He spent a night there. He was charged with violating the Communication Act. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Oh, he did say, I feel in the long run I didn't do anything wrong. It was clearly satire. It was clearly a joke. It was taken the wrong way.
See, the issue is he didn't establish himself as a satiric comedian. He should have done a couple funny covers of songs. He should have.
Right. Get at least a couple of funny things out there,
Yeah.
and then people are like, okay, let's see what else he did. Obviously, this
First,
is
you
a
like you give the dog, you start making the dog do yoga and stuff like that.
joke. Right. You teach it other goofy tricks.
And you're like slowly you just ramp up because you need the views.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you've been getting more and more into it.
Views are dwindling. You got to do something to keep them around.
First, the dog has a gun on him, and he teaches him to shoot the gun. Next up,
That's just good home defense right there. Your dog can grab the gun and shoot it. Yeah, so maybe one more here. Couples activities that are not romantic at all. Do you want me to go through some comments?
Yeah. Or do we want to answer first before we get this?
Couples activities that are not romantic at all.
Dude, don't you just detest sexual relations?
I do. Anytime that
That's for friends.
it is, it's strictly for friends, and I would never. If I'm dating somebody, I'm never gonna have sex with them, right?
No.
That's just, and the fact that women expect me to have sex with them, unbelievable.
What am I, a whore?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Some common slut on the street you can just pay to have sex?
So sex got to be one of the least romantic things out there. Yeah, you really sidetracked me with that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm not gonna.
Do I got you imagining it now? You're like, fuck, that would be hot.
Honestly, I can't really get the imagery of me in the cage and you spoon feeding me cum more so than that one.
That was a good line.
That's not a good one.
Come on, buddy, you got a bulk.
Stop. Oh. Probably like going to a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
You know, like imagine seeing the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
I guess you can sexualize it for women.
Well, here's the thing. It's not that I don't think it's romantic or I don't think it's hot, because it's fucking hot, right? Yeah. But I imagine like most women. This is gonna be a joke. I probably shouldn't say that. I don't know. Like if you're going there, what wouldn't be romantic is if you go somewhere with someone that's like your partner, you know, and they're like, man, this is so gross. How could they eat this many hot dogs? Like, hot dogs are so bad for you, and like shit like that. That would be annoying. So unromantic. Yeah. Like, get out of my fucking face. Like, you see my boy Joey down in these dogs. Like
Joey Chestnut's down in them.
Like, you're not impressed. Yeah. You're just gonna say, oh, that's gross. Fuck you. You know.
You should be attracted to that man right now. He just ate 80 hot dogs and snapped a man's neck.
Right, dude. And it was like simultaneously he's eating dogs, you know? He was still chewing while he's taking a man's life. Oh.
Okay, what are the comments on it?
Yeah. Time for the three-legged race. Here's your hacksaw.
Are they just trying to go funny with this? I want some real answers here.
Yeah, like, where's the joke, pal? I don't really get it. Time to file our joint tax return. Okay, lovers, welcome to Poison Sucking 101.
I mean, that could be hot.
Okay, I think that one's kind of stupid.
If you think about it. Sucking.
Sucking. I do like this one guy's response to it. So welcome to Poison Sucking 101. I'm your instructor, Poison. That's pretty good.
A good line.
It's like that classic blowing bubbles joke.
Yeah.
You know?
High on bubbles.
Yeah, high on bubbles.
Yeah.
Going to dinner on a life raft, lost at sea with no supplies.
It's just like a juicing fest.
Who comes up with that and is like,
it's kind of like how me and you would be on a raft together. I'm me spoon feeding you my cum so you can survive.
You would die first, so please go ahead. You're gonna get dehydrated. I'm
taking
fucking
a couple
fast.
nibbles too.
Okay, that's just gross. Like, is it worse that you would be eating your own? I don't know. I really don't know. Honey, why are we entering the Thunderdome? It says on the sign, 2 may enter, but only 1 leaves.
Okay.
Dude, I don't understand these.
Some people on Reddit. This is not the vast majority. So there's some funny lines on there. There's some funny things on Reddit. Yeah, but the vast majority are just very cringy. They don't have riveting content like we do about the dogs being Jews.
Exactly. Yeah. Our content absolutely riveting. Yeah. Me reading through the BuzzFeed quiz, riveting. You ready to go to church yet, dear? Time to commit murder. Okay.
They could be hot. Imagine killing someone in front of your significant other. Imagine how hot that would be.
Doing it together, man. Committing that crime, hiding the body. That's hot as fuck.
Using the blood.
Okay, now we're getting too personal here, Bo. I'm gonna need you to stop right there. Baby, we've been together for so long, and it's time for me to ask you this question. Will you pop this zit on my back?
Okay. I thought it was going to go, will you sign these papers for divorce?
For divorce.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I wouldn't date someone who didn't let me pop the zits on their back.
Wait, I just realized we're matching again. 2 episodes in a row.
Dude, this is not planned. We gotta stop this.
Damn.
This was just like...
I think we have a connection. I think
I
we're
mean, it's
synced up.
like recording on Labor Day.
Yeah.
I was doing no labor today. Just kind of
wait, damn.
chilling in a...
Are you not supposed to wear
undershirt.
white on Labor Day?
Why?
Is that the rule? Like no white pants after Labor Day or something?
What are you talking about?
There's a fashion rule.
Says who?
There's the fashion rule is no white pants after Labor Day.
Okay, well
right?
first, before you try to bring this up, bring me the book of fashion rules.
It's just like the turkey pardoning thing all over again.
Bring me the book of fashion rules.
White
Go
pants after Labor Day.
Like there's not some guy just writing a book on all the fucking fashion rules.
Since Labor Day typically represents the end of a summer, a rule was established that you shouldn't wear white after Labor Day if you didn't have the money to take fall and winter vacations. Wait, what? I did not see that coming. It was also used as a way to identify those who needed to work and those who didn't. Oh.
So if you wore white after Labor Day, you're a rich piece of shit taking fall and winter vacations?
Yes.
Who gets more than one vacation a year? First of all, I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know it was possible. I thought you only got one a year.
I thought you got like 2 days a year.
Yeah.
That was it, right?
One to drive down there. You get to stay in 4 hours, and then you drive back.
Right, yeah. God, we got to stop working at these sweatshops. I think I only had like one other little thing to talk about here.
Okay.
I actually kind of did, but so I saw this this title on YouTube that caught my eye. Right, it was in all caps. This first part: "Lonely Men: Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women." Quote: "It's complicated." Unquote. Which I thought like a very amusing headline, right?
Yeah. Which could either be like an incel headline or like a BuzzFeed headline. You're kind of rolling the dice on that one.
Yeah, because initially, like when I saw it, I thought it was like a video made by women, like talking to men, like here, like, hey, you lonely ass men, like here's how you're fucking up, like get your shit together, learn how to like
talk
and like date women, I guess. That was my first guess, but I started watching it, and it was this guy. It was one of those like classic, like you take a mic and a camera out to drunk people at clubs. Yeah,
I hate the people that just take their phone and they're like,
"Yeah,
what's your body count?
What's your body count? Would you fuck me?" And they'd be, they don't even like say anything back. They're just like, "Oh, okay." I saw this one girl who does those, and she like, I don't know, she put the mic in like a pickle.
That's kind of
so
funny.
She was like holding the pickle up to people.
I kind of like that. I like that concept of holding different objects for a microphone. But otherwise, I hate the concept.
Do a little bit of sounding. Put the mic in there, you know. Just want to make sure it sounds good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Thanks.
A little pun there.
Yeah. So that he's just like taking the mic, talking to like drunk women from the clubs, you know. And he was basically like, they're all drunk, so first of all, they're not going to have any like good responses.
No cohesive thoughts.
At no point is any drunk person going to be like debating, right? At least well. But he's like, starts talking to him, and he's like, "Do you know what incels are?" Right? So he takes him through this like train of thought that's loosely something of like, do you think men or women are like in charge or more in charge of like deciding who gets sex? And he like basically convinces all of them like, yeah, women are in charge of like when they have sex, right? And all this. And he's saying, so like, yeah, so these incels, if they can't get sex, is it fair to ridicule them if women are the ones who are putting them in that position by being in charge of who gets sex? Right?
Yeah.
And these drug people are like, I can't formulate the thought to deny you right now.
And also the way that that's kind of worded is like you have to kind of fall back on yourself to like it's like a very confusing sentence if you aren't understanding what's going on.
Right.
So they'd be like, yeah, yeah, I agree.
So I mean, he's obviously manipulating them.
Yeah.
In terms of like them being drunk, he's using that to his advantage.
There's no other reason to interview a drunk person than to just confuse them and get them to say something stupid.
Right. But even that, like, I don't know, just the way he words it, like, yeah, but women are like he made them say, yes, women are in charge of having sex. They're like in charge of who gets to have sex. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, they're like male fuck boys who like women are swooning over. Who's in charge there? The guy is like in charge of like who he gives his dick to.
It's
pretty much,
different
you know?
based on everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can't just like boil it down to that.
Yeah.
But I do love like I don't know if he's an incel or if he's just fighting for all the incels out there. But
He's on the winning team. No, there was
Yeah.
like this, I forget who said it. It was like an Andrew Tate-esque kind of person.
mhm.
It was like the alpha beta type thing,
yeah,
where there's all these women that are on Tinder, and that they get to basically throw around the top 2% of men. They get to
Oh,
just like
yeah.
rotate with the top 2% of men,
Mhm.
and all the rest of the 98% get nothing on Tinder. So it's really just like 100% of the women throwing around 2% of the men,
That's
which is like the
that's
same
what
concept.
people say.
Yeah.
I don't think that's true
No,
by
I
any
don't
means,
know
but
either. There's ugly women too.
yeah. But I will say, I think a majority of men on Tinder don't get much attention. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, there's more
Which is,
men
like-
on Tinder than women. That's part of the issue. Is like it's
Part
not
of the issue,
50-50.
for
It's
sure.
like 90% men, 10% women. So there's
Mhm.
like so much less that they get gobbled up right when they get on there. you know?
Right,
Whereas
yeah.
men spend more time on Tinder typically.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and mostly like it's all the, like, I'll say it like in quotes, like undesirable
Yeah.
men on first look, like even if they have good qualities, like
Yeah.
Tinder's not the place to show off qualities that aren't either your looks or like flexing money or like
Yeah.
I don't know, like showing like travel pics of you, like stuff like that, you know?
There's like 3 types that are instantly gobbled up. It's like the traveling guy, the like gym guy that's like super hot, and
Sure.
like I don't know, like the kind of femme guy, I guess is what you would like, the softer poetry
Fashionable,
guy,
like,
you know,
yeah,
like that kind of man.
yeah. The pussy,
Yeah.
the fucking
The one that
wimp,
gets none.
dude. He gets nothing, bro. You know what? He could honestly, he could get this dick. That's what he could get, man. Because he can't get any. You know what?
Yeah,
I'll
he-
give it to
You know,
him.
he could suck me.
I forget where I was going until we started talking about.
I forget.
I don't know. Yeah, but
But women.
incels are a problem. I do
Yeah.
think. I think it's a growing number. I forget what the statistic was, but I did hear some statistic about
Well, isn't everybody? I guess not everybody's an incel until they aren't. Cause like, this is assuming that everybody wants to have sex immediately
Right.
when they hit puberty.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody is until they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's.
I guess
tough
there's also
to-
people that are voluntarily celibate, but
right.
and those people are lame.
Yeah, true. So yeah, like, do you have to have sex before to be an incel? To be like, hey,
Yeah, I
you
guess
at
it-
least like had it, or else like when does it?
I think
Start,
celibate
or,
means
like-
you never have really, right?
Celibate means that you can't like have sex, right?
Yeah, I
So
guess
the
there's-
whole thing of involuntarily celibate is like you don't have sex because you can't
well, you
like,
can.
find anybody to
Oh.
have sex. You know?
No, celibate means like people take vows of celibacy when they're in like the church
Mm-hmm.
because they're like, I won't have
So
sex
you,
until
yeah,
marriage.
you don't have sex.
Yeah.
And that's voluntary celibacy.
Yeah. And then there's these dumb born agains that say, yeah, I'm a virgin now. I went back in
Right.
time and I got unfucked.
Yeah. So fucking stupid, man. I wish I could take my virginity back.
I wish I could reclaim it.
Give me my hymen back.
I didn't even mean to pop it, dude.
Where
It
is
was an
it?
accident.
That is actually a big thing, man. That happens to a lot of women.
It's not, hymen's not really a thing.
It's not a like symbol of
Yeah, it's not
being
supposed to
virgin.
pop,
you know.
by the way.
Is it not?
No. So like
I
it's
didn't know that.
when like it's ready to take, it's supposed to loosen up. Like that's
Mhm.
one of the things that loosens up. And if it tears, it doesn't like pop. Like it doesn't pop once.
But,
It
yeah,
tears and then it heals, but it's not supposed to.
Gotcha.
Either
Mm.
something's going wrong or like
the
it's not compatible, you know.
They're just not into it enough yet. You know.
Yeah,
a little
exactly.
more foreplay.
That's why the first time usually like it pops
Yeah.
because women like aren't ready because they're nervous and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those high school kids, you know, that are having all these sex with these also high school girls.
Yes.
I felt like I had to
yes.
say
Thank
that
you.
after you laughed
Yeah.
at that, you know?
I thought you were saying that. Oh yeah, they're all
No.
lying to me.
No, just hit some more foreplay, pal, you know?
Yeah.
Just make sure you're having a good time. Just stop trying to fucking jackrabbit, you know? Oh, yeah.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Dude, good song, good song.
It is actually kind of a hard song.
Dude, honestly,
It kind of
like it's one of those like goofy fucking like they're using goofy sounds, right? Like,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like, so weird, but it goes kind of hard, man.
yeah. CBAT,
Is that what it is? I might have to jam that.
CBAT. Yeah, we can listen to him.
You said CBT?
CBA.
I'm a fan of that. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that on the way home.
Yeah, we'll play it right after here. We have to say goodbye. It is time to head out.
Goodbye. Remember to kill baby turkeys. Adopt
Save
a
the
dog
dogs.
from the pound.
Kill an Amish man.
Kill an Amish man.
We can save the women.
Come on. You can't be separating them like that. It's all or nothing.
I used to have part of my Amish joke. I don't say this part anymore because I just didn't work it out like fully. It could be better.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to say I'm going to kidnap the kids and put them in a New York City,
Yeah.
the most electrically dense place.
And just see how they fare
Yeah.
in the concrete jungle.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
All right.
Goodbye.
See ya.